You've seen this product in action, you commented on it, but I couldn't talk about it because it was in beta back then. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this rifle right here. But it's not that rifle. It's how it just seems to float here. In several videos, I had it floating here. It wasn't magical, but it just popped up one day. Let me show you how I did it. In the past, you've heard me talk about the HangAR. And these things just hang by a peg. Super simple product, and it's very effective. But I asked my friends over at HangAR, hey, look, it'd be really cool if you could hang a rifle. They told me they were working on it, but I just needed to hang on a little bit longer before I could see it in action. These rifles right here are using the Stealth Mount by HangAR, which is a clever way of hanging your rifles to make it look like they're just floating right on the wall. There's a few parts to this, and attaching it's really simple. You have this mounting plate that attaches to your M-LOK. Then you have this part which simply attaches right to the mount. Now I know what you're thinking is, hey look, that's kind of big and bulky, and what about it sliding off when I'm using my rifle? I've seen 2 additional versions of this before the final one. And in the last version, they have addressed that problem. There's a screw that goes right here that attaches this in. Or don't put the screw in and you get the advantage of taking this off whenever you want. I know what you're thinking, and I thought this too. It's kind of big and bulky to be on my rifle, but it's also got a secondary purpose. It also doubles as a hand stop. Now, what's really cool about the stealth system is that, well, it uses the same mounting peg as the HangAR. So if you already hung these up, you're already stealth mount ready. They also have a magnetic mount, so if you got a Cybertruck, you're ready to hang it onto your Cybertruck. No, seriously, don't do that. That's really good for your gun safes. I have one that's mounted on the inside of my gun safe, so that way I don't, well, lose the door space. I want to ask you really quick, what are you using to hang your guns on the wall? Let's see your answers down below. If you have a slat wall, they have a slat wall mount for that too. So no matter what you've got, hey, you're ready to work with the stealth mount. Now, the name might be a little misleading with HangAR because they originally started with ARs. But as you can see, got an AK right here, no problem, as long as it has M-LOK. So for 18 months, I've been able to weigh the pros and cons of this product. So let's work on the pros. Number 1, it looks pretty good hanging on the wall. It's clean and it's stealthy. It also uses your existing M-LOK. And I've even mounted a bolt gun to this because my chassis has M-LOK into it. So if you have M-LOK on anything, it's going to hang. These are rock solid, and I've never had one, well, fall off because, quite frankly, it's using gravity to pull the gun into the mount. And one of my favorite features, made in the US. Now, there are a couple cons, but I don't think they're all that big of a deal. Number 1, you gotta have M-LOK. Let's face it, if you're running key mod, it's time to upgrade to M-LOK. Number 2, if you've never used M-LOK before, it might be a little weird for you to get those screws in. It's not really that tough. And number 3, if you just don't want a hand stop, well, sorry, that's just the way it works. But as you can see, that screw does hold this thing in here if you needed to. And again, if you want to take it off, no problem. All it does is leave a small plate behind. And as you can see, you get a couple of rifles in here, pretty tight on your wall. So what's the verdict? It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it's stealthy. And that's what it's for, is to make your rifles look really cool hanging on a wall. Go check out the stealth mount from my friends over at HangAR. If you're watching on YouTube, click that video right there. That video is about the original HangAR mount. For everybody else, there's a link down below. Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying safe out there and look forward to seeing you again soon.